Hey everybody, it's Sharon. I want to pop on today because it's Friday, and just like most Fridays, I try to pop on and say hello and kind of give you a rundown of what's been going on. It's been 2 weeks since I've been on because I was teaching last Friday, and yeah, that was my Fijian and the Mat class. And I taught 3 new students from Coleman, actually, brand new barefoot massage therapists. So anyway, it was a good class. We had a good time. I wanted to say a special thank you to all my clients who volunteered to come in because we had an odd number of people in class. And so for every round, I had to have a guest client come in and lay down. And yeah, you guys did great. And I thank you so much. And if you're interested in becoming a clinic client, drop a comment, and I'll make sure you're on the list of folks that I contact when it's time for those things to happen. My next class is going to be August, I believe it's 27th through the 29th, and it is the Ashiatsu on the table class. So if you know anybody, if you have a massage therapist that's not me, because I know everybody has access to this video, and you would like your massage therapist to learn how to do barefoot massage, send them to me. We need one more person in that class. So yeah. So anyway, I have my little list today because I still can't remember anything. COVID is proving to be, yeah, even more and more. The longer this goes on, the more stressed out I get and the less my memory is working. So it's not good. I need to start working on that. So anyway, one of the things, we've had kind of a stressful week. It's been very stressful. A lot of anxiety again this week, and a lot of clients this week. So one of the things that I've been thinking about is what makes you happy? And I'm asking the people out there in Facebook land and anybody else who seems to be watching this, what makes you happy? What are you doing to kind of keep your spirits lifted, to be happy, to kind of fill in the gaps that's been left with all of this physical, social distancing? You know, I haven't seen my parents since May, and even then I was terrified that I was going to make them ill. So I haven't been back, and I haven't been able to see friends and family other than like on Zoom and on the computer, and yeah, it kind of stinks. And this week was really kind of rough. I kind of got down for a while, and it really made me start thinking about what are some techniques that I can use to kind of keep my spirits lifted. So I've been working on that and thinking about that a lot. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. Excuse me. Also, you know, one of the things when I got so down earlier this week was there has been like a lot of deaths this week. People that I know, there's been a few COVID deaths, you know, parents of people that I know, friends of people that I know, also murders. And somebody jumped off the bridge this week, and it was just a really super disturbing week, and it was rough. So I had a hard time and finally figured out that part of it was I was thinking too much, and I tend to do a lot of thinking while I drive. So one of the techniques that I've been using and I had gotten away from was listening to podcasts while I drive back and forth to work. And that kind of engages my brain on something that, you know, I don't just sit there and ruminate about all the problems of the world as I'm driving. I'm actively listening, trying to learn something most of the time. But anyway, one of the things I wanted to tell you about was the Happiness Lab. It is a podcast, and it's called The Happiness Lab. And it's not one of those like syrupy sweet things about how to be happy. It actually is, it is a scientifically proven methods that you can use to help yourself be more happy. So I urge you to check that out if you've been having a little bit of sadness lately due to the state of the world. The Happiness Lab. Look it up on wherever you get your podcasts from. So yeah, continuing on the vein of anxiety and stress, one of the things I decided this week that I was going to use was listening to some binaural beats music. And I know if you guys were in my Idle Soul, if you subscribe to my Idle Soul video series, I talked about binaural beats music. And if you watch that, one of the things that I said was that you needed headphones or earbuds that were in stereo. And so anyway, I was listening to my music last night, and I was anxious and things weren't going well. I was trying to get to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep, and it just wasn't working, and that's unusual for binaural beats. Usually when I get those on, it only takes, 5 to 10 minutes and I'm gone. And it just wasn't working. Couldn't figure out what was going on. And my right earbud fell out of my ear while I was tossing and turning, and I realized that the left earbud wasn't working. So you really can't do binaural beats and get that the effect that's intended. So the brain entrainment doesn't happen if you only have one earbud going. So this morning I did some tests and realized it was actually the earbud set and not my phone, thank goodness. But yeah, dysfunctional earbuds. And one of the things about earbuds as well is I have a nerve in my ear. Everybody has nerves in their ear, but I have a nerve in my left ear that apparently is it's interfered with by earbuds. And so I have a lot of trouble finding an earbud that fits, and I've just been using the Apple earbuds, but they're really, really bothering me. So I wanted to ask if you guys had a favorite set of earbuds or some sort of earphones or headphones that you really, really liked, because I need something new and I'm looking for that. So yeah. So earbuds, binaural beats, try it if you're having a lot of anxiety. It really does work. The alpha waves and the sleep, binaural beats for sleep, those work really, really well if you have earbuds that actually play in both. So my mask pro tip today is more of a discussion about cranial nerves, because this ear thing I think is it's got to be a cranial nerve. But I wore a mask earlier this week that one of the straps actually went over the top of my head. That was something new that I was trying, and apparently there's a nerve on the top of my head that's not happy about me wearing that mask, because I had a horrible headache. And so I'm going to be doing some cranial nerve studying and seeing what's going on and remembering all of my cranial nerves and facial nerves and things of that nature. So if you're having trouble with your mask, let me know, because I don't know, it just seems to be a really big topic for me right now, and I'm fascinated with the whole thing. So anyway, that's all I've got. I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope you are planning on having a good weekend, and we'll see you guys later. Bye now.